what is your opinion of cooking for someone you are in a relationship with, whether you're male or female? Is that a way of hooking a partner? Is it okay? So let me ask you, T.I., when you were in courtship with Mr. Aidi,
Yeah.
did you cook for him?
I did a few times.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what this what the
Was it the cooking that got him hooked?
no
It was,
no, it wasn't
Okay.
the cooking that got him hooked.
okay.
It's just that
But what if
I happened
it
to
was a
be
test?
which test.
You know, some men. No, I'm telling you, some men. Well, like the adage that says that the way to a man's stomach or tummy is through food. So with some men, while they are cutting a lady, they want to be sure that
This girl can cook.
this girl can cook. Oh. So they
Well, I don't know. I actually cooked a few times,
okay.
and maybe I was lucky that it came out nicely. If it didn't come out nicely, would you have changed his mind? I wouldn't know.
He's a born again person.
Okay,
so
that's exactly the point. The
Yeah,
point is that
yeah.
it is not about hooking him. I don't think. Well, I don't know. We are all different,
Okay.
and we want different things.
Okay.
Yes. So I would not break up with someone I say I love so much because he or she cooked badly.
Or
If the person is willing to learn, you can always learn.
yeah.
But because she can't cook, I can't deal. Or he can't cook, I can't deal. He can learn.
And
If
then,
you love that person that much.
And then also there is more to being married to somebody than
Than
just being a
cooking,
good
no.
cook.
Yes.
I know that in the days of our mothers, they will tell a young girl, every young girl is taught to be a good cook so that your husband can love you and stay with you.
Mm-hmm.
But we have heard, stories. Yeah, we have a call, so we'll get back to that. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Homefront. Yeah,
Good
we have a
afternoon.
male caller. Yo.
Good afternoon. That's really
Thank
great.
you
Thank you
very much, sir.
We appreciate
Thank you
your
so much. T.I.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
T.I. T.I. Melo, like your Bible will say.
It's in Meji.
Did you get some rema?
Really, I did.
He said that that there's the way your heart tilts
Towards
T.I.
the person cooking
So God forbid now. So if it is a kaite
that I came to cook,
that is even cooking regularly for Oga in the house,
heart will be tilting.
so the heart will just drink burger.
There's no need for powder. No.
Hey. Oh
Okay.
my God. Then you also made the point that
Nails. Yeah.
cooking makes a woman responsible.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I would agree.
Mm.
And the reason is the woman,
Yeah.
the way God has made us, is to be caring. We're full of
Yeah.
love. We have so much love.
Mm.
So how you need to take responsibility if you really love someone.
Mm.
When you love someone, you are responsible for that person's. You want to know their whereabouts. You want to know where they are. You want to know how they are feeling. You want to know what is in their tummy. So when you are responsible, when you are cooking, means you are responsible. You know what you're supposed to do, and you are doing it. As a woman of the house, that is your primary assignment. To keep the home. Part of keeping the home is to make sure that everyone in that home is well. We need food. Like our caller said, that's Maslow. It is food, clothing, and shelter.
Yeah.
And if you read the Psalm 31, about the virtuous woman, she also has something to do with clothes too.
Yeah.
She provided food. Her husband is known at the gate, and all of those. So that is being you have to be responsible.
It makes you responsible. So it's not even about being responsible outside the home, because some women are career women. They do well in their places of work. They get to work early. They are up and doing at work. But then when it comes to the home front now, when they wake up early, probably if there's the house help that takes care of the children's feeding and every other thing they come back late at night too. They don't even know what goes on in the home. Now, such women, this is not to talk down on career women, no. But it's just, trying to bring to bear what God expects of us as Christian women in the home. So what really makes us responsible is
setting our priorities right as women. Yes, you can be a career woman and also be
balance it.
A married woman with children, and you're taking care of both ends.
Yeah, do you know what you just said? Now reminded me of one of my students when I was still teaching in a school. The mom the mom too owned, or she still owns a school, and she told me how the mom would plan their week. That time she just came to visit me. Now I said, every weekend is cooking day. Maybe like on Saturdays, mom cooks all kinds of soup that will last them for the week. If it is okra, if it is whatever it is, so it is in the freezer. So she knows that during the week, I'm not worried about having to start cooking soup. So what they would just cook is if it is eba you want to eat, if it is rice.
Yes.
And when the girl shared that with me, I really held on to it. Like, so as a woman, whatever it is you need to do to make sure that part of your family is not suffering. Whatever will work for you. You have
to make it happen.
You have to make it happen. Like, if it is to cook, just like this other, maybe it is to get. I know of some women that they have people who help them do shopping. Like,
they just bring it home, get it all done, take out the pepper, grind it, put everything in order, then they will cook the cook. They will be the one to
cook. And I want us to quickly get back to this question because we have not really ironed it out. Okay. So I just want to say to this person that cooking for a guy or whichever, if you're in a relationship, is not the food that makes the person
love you or love you.
Yeah, no. It's just part of. It's just one of the prerequisites. But if you have a toxic character, you have character flaws, you have other things.
To cook all you want, it still doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference. But it's just just also part of the prerequisites to to make, just like our caller said.
Yes.
There's a way that a man's heart
tilts
towards
you.
The person
if you know how to cook.
If you know how to cook. So we hope that we have been able to address that question. As a woman, what should direct the kind of meal we prepare? I ask this question because there are times when daddy, children, or even because sometimes I find myself sometimes I want to cook what I know that you love. I mean, something I love, and then sometimes I'm in between. Okay, my husband likes this, children they don't like this. So how do we strike that balance?
Okay, so I'm guilty of not putting myself in the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm guilty.
You're a good woman. A bachelor's woman.
Not exactly. Maybe I have some other ways. Okay. But when I want to cook, I don't think of me. I think first of all of them. That is my husband, the children. Sometimes the children don't want what their dad wants. And sometimes their dad don't want what they want. So sometimes I just make things to the boys that, you don't eat what you want every time. Will you stick to that one only? You have to eat other food too. Then if it is my husband, I'm like, this boy really like this food and it's been a while since I made it. So I just said, let me just make it for them. Will you manage this?
Okay,
so it doesn't happen all the time. But except of course you can do several meals at a time. No. But for me, I cannot.
Yeah.
I'll make one at a time.
And so make the other people
manage.
Yes. Yeah. So we really have to begin to bring the program to a close right now. We're going to do this again by God's grace, same time, same station, and we trust God to have a guest join us in the studio. She's going to talk about how we can bring spice. What makes a good meal? Is it just the ingredients? Is it the processes? And then how can we add spice? Because I'm tired of routine.
Yes.
And most of us,
especially if you're a Yoruba person, we don't have soup at all.
What do you mean?
It's only a way to I'm so sorry.
May God have mercy on you.
Yeah,
because if you're not careful, it will be a case of as it is.
You continue to amala.
So, but we need to be creative in our cooking. We need to spice up the things we cook. So we're going to be looking at those particular areas next week, and I'm sure that you don't want to miss out on this interesting topic. And so as we wrap up, I also want to mention that don't let your family attend an event. My mommy brought us up that way. We don't attend, maybe for example now you're going for a wedding ceremony. In your mind you're like,
it's not possible.
My mommy said, she'll cook.
You must eat before you leave the house.
Yeah,
and your tummy will be filled. So when you get to the party, you're less bothered about what is happening.
And it works.
With food. Yes.
It works. Once you are filled, so whether they serve you food,
or they don't.
But if you are hungry, and it's not like you are fasting,
you'll be following the plate.
Yeah, I can never forget that experience. I think I was in Teens Church, so there's going to be a wedding at our church, one of our favorite teenage aunties or something, and we're going to sing. Mom was like, I should wait and eat, but the excitement, I was like, no, this wedding we're going for. I can't forget the experience. So after all the singing at the wedding, we now got to the reception.
Came hunger.
I just I was like, and my mom cooked, and she told me I should wait time. I said I'm going for a wedding. That means they will give us food.
Stop.
So for me, that
Did you
was.
eat the food that day?
I'm not sure they gave me food because it's that kind of wedding that they are looking at faces like, oh, are you wearing Ankara or do you know somebody?
No ceremony, Ankara.
Yeah. So for me, even for my children, by God's grace, and I even tell my children, it's not compulsory you eat at an event.
No, it's
so
not.
Get that out of your mind. And so whatever it is, women, we must put this very, important duty. It must just like you said, if you know you're going out by 10 a.m., then you know you're waking up by, not that you now wake up and say, oh, there's no time to go. Let's go. May the Lord help us in the name of Jesus. So we hope that you have been blessed and you have gleaned, one or two things from today's discussion. So keep tuning in. And you can also listen to the recap every Sunday by 5:30 p.m.